Oh yeah, we back with another episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist. Sean Love Combs, P. Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, Sean Combs, Diddy, whatever you want to call him. And I mean, he has 40 names, and to be honest with you, I can't keep up with all of the name changes. So, he has been in the media lately due to allegations from his former artist slash ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura, who goes by Cassie. That's right, Cassie. And she's never changed her stage name, so it makes it easier to remember who she is. Claims that she was a victim of sexual assault, sex trafficking, while being mentally and physically abused by P. Diddy slash Sean Combs slash Puffy. Well, it could have been any of the three, even though it's one person. It was all his split personalities doing it all.
To be in this industry,
yes, and you
just try to blend it with my artistry.
Yeah, and you create that. I want to see that like tomorrow, 8 p.m. Send it to me at 3 a.m. in the morning, okay?
Yeah, I will email it to you.
Email me the whole thing.
Yes,
I love it.
When Cassie was barely legal and signed to his record label at the age of 19 years old. That's right, they started dating when she was 21. At the time, making Diddy 40.
Since y'all seen me last, a lot has changed in the lives of Bad Boy and the Bad Boy family.
Sean Diddy Combs is denying allegations of rape, physical abuse, and sex trafficking by his ex-girlfriend, R&B star Cassie Ventura.
Cassie stated that Combs is vicious, cruel, and a controlling man with complete dominance over her personal and professional life.
No wonder my car smells like a garbage pail. And I keep finding your shit up underneath my seat.
After years of silence and darkness, she is ready to speak out and tell her side of the events. Now, I will say, before the stove could even heat up after it was turned on, Diddy ran over to the stove and he shut that thing right off. By the time she put it on too, he was like, we gonna settle this one out of court for undisclosed amounts of money. Cassie asked for $30 million and probably received it and more, while Puffy's lawyers will go on and tell you that when you settle, it doesn't mean that you're guilty. And no, it doesn't. It may not. But others, like myself, will tell you that when you choose to settle, it just means that you don't want other trash flying out of your garbage can.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash gooshmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash.
The best thing to do to make sure that that doesn't happen is to put a lid on it. And that is what happened. Puffy goes, wait a minute, there's a storm coming and my trash is sitting out. Let's put a lid on it. So, while it may be that that didn't happen, well, there's a bigger possibility some of this is true. Oh yeah, some of it may be true, as we ask ourselves, is this the end? Fo Diddy, you know that song. I like that album, by the way. Now, Cassie went on to say that he raped her in her home after she tried to leave him, that he often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on her, resulting in bruises, busted lip, black eyes, and bleeding.
I'ma make you love me, baby. Talking crazy ain't gonna get you nothing but choke.
Oh yeah, you heard him. He said it. And then she would have to be kept in the home where she couldn't go outside. That's right, they kept the curtains pulled down. This way, no one could see it, hear about it, know about it, other than really, really close individuals who, I'm sure, all of them who are those really, really close individuals have signed those fancy NDAs, those non-disclosure agreements, you know, the ones that he probably had her sign, you know, bodyguard sign, her mom sign, the dog's paw print sign, just because Diddy didn't want no one and no things letting it out later. What do I know?
Ventura alleges that Combs not only raped her, but over the course of a decade, physically abused her, as well as, quote, lured her into a drug-fueled lifestyle.
Even the police department will say that this matter is a big deal, but the files are so heavily sealed that they're pretty much locked up in Fort Knox. So only certain individuals can get to them, like the hip-hop police. I believe even if it went to court and the story started to come out that Diddy would have an escape plan and somebody to pop up and take the rap for all of this, as he always does.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe me, well, go ask Shine. In 1999, in the nightclub shooting where Diddy was on trial, Shine ended up being the one who went to jail. Wow. Back then, Diddy was dating Jenny from the block. And you know that J-Lo was probably over there sitting there with the whole rapper lifestyle and was like, ooh, it's time to run. So sad, too bad. Figure it out, Diddy Puffy. See, if there's anything that we have learned over the last few years about Puffy, is that when someone comes out and speaks openly about him or his lifestyle, bad things seem to happen to him. Like his ex-wife, Kim Porter.
Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, is found dead at 47.
Diddy has had a string of instances where he has let his temper get the best of him. As in 2012, he decided to blow up Kid Cudi's car after finding out that Cudi was romantically interested in Cassie, which now we know why. Kid Cudi stays up most nights, tossing and turning, day and night. Cassie didn't know that it was bad boy for life, even though Diddy been telling us for years. Cassie just didn't get it. Neither did Kim.
Anything I do is through love. That's what I evolved to be.
Diddy's lawyers went on to say that Cassie has been demanding $30 million for the past 6 months and threatening to write a book. Yeah, a tell-all if she is not paid for her silence. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I'd like to read that tell-all. I think it'd be pretty interesting. And I'd also like to read the book that Kim Porter was coming out with before her mysterious death.
So I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark time.
Which is why he just said, we're gonna take this 8-figure lump sum of money and shut her up. If any of you have watched Diddy's following, he has always shown his controlling side. You don't believe me? Take a look at some of those old episodes of Making the Band.
You know what Junior did that? Yo, fam, Puffy just told us to go to the store in Brooklyn and bring back a cheesecake and walk.
For instance, Aubrey Day, she's still scared. Chopper from Making the Band was arrested, last year? On sex trafficking charges in Las Vegas, out of all places. So you gotta be an idiot for that. For those who don't know, well, as messy as this sounds, it's kinda legal. Sex trafficking is kinda legal. It's one of the only places in the United States where prostitution, you just turn your head and let it happen. You probably got that from Diddy though. Diddy has been in the media over the last few months for his questionable behavior anyways.
Heavy D, I used to stalk Heavy D to get a chance.
Whether it's for the good or the bad, he stays in the media. He made headlines for hitting Drake. And well, nobody can really tell you why, what, or how it happened. Most people just assume that it was over that 0 to 100 for the Drake song that it was. And others are going to tell you that, Drake was probably giving them googly eyes and calling Cassie baby. Yo, Cassie baby, Cassie baby, Cassie baby. And Diddy wasn't for it. And he was like, yo, that's my little thing. Okay? That's my little you-know-what. All right? I'm dragging her around. And you ain't getting none. It could have also been because, Diddy probably was like, yo, Drake, let me take you shopping, boo-boo. And Drake goes, you ain't got to take me shopping. I'm good.
Yeah, this is Puff. Okay. You're telling me we got to kick in this shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we go shopping or some shit? I mean, I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just say? I I got the fuck away from him.
You know, for those who don't know, Diddy is dating the city girl, Young Miami. And we know she trying to move from the city up into the penthouse. We're going to get her little tell-all next. That'll be coming out. You know, let's give it another 10 years and she'll be coming out with her little case talking about, yo, Diddy did this, Diddy did that.
I gotta thank my lawyer.
I'm gonna tell you, you could draw your own conclusion to the last recent events of what happened. As a quick conclusion, Cassie tried to take it to court, Diddy tried to get it out of court. Basically, they settled on a fancy agreement where she gonna get paid to shut up so that none of this comes to light. And the one thing I will say that I'm pretty sure could've, would've, and most likely have taken place from this all is that if this did come out, Puffy, P. Diddy, Sean Love Combs, whatever you want to call him, well, he would have changed his name right after this. Call me Deliv Love, or whatever the floppity flips would have been.
There has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
On that note, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit those buttons, those likes, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to answer back. For those of you who have left comments, thank you. And as always, stay safe out there. Take care. Catch you on the next episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist.